Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Destiny here, and I have a really quick video today. I get a lot of questions about how I make color stick to my skin, how I make color show up, and how I make color last on my skin. And this is a problem that everybody, goes through, whether you're light skin or dark skin or whatever the case may be. If you don't know proper makeup technique, sometimes it can keep the makeup from being its best. So I want to go ahead and start off with blush, since that's like the biggest question I get. How do you make blush show up on dark skin? And also I get a lot of questions from people saying, I put my blush on during the morning, and then by the time I hit lunch break, it's no longer on my face. Before I start, I just want to quickly remind you guys to go ahead and check out my blog. I will have pictures and a little bit more in-depth information on this subject there. Okay, so the first thing I want to start out with is blush, like I said, and one of the best ways to make blush stick to your face is by using a cream blush before you use your powder blush. This is actually one of my favorites to use because it's pretty much neutral, and this is NYX's tan. Hopefully you can see that it's really a tan, kind of terracotta type color. It almost comes out like a really nice nude color, but I really like this, especially for my skin tone and women with skin tone like me. It has like redder undertones, so you can put this on, put your blush on top. It will stick, it will make your blush a lot more vibrant, and it'll make your blush last a lot longer. The reason I like to use this again is, I said, because it is nude. Now if you're going to use a concealer to put your blush on top of first, you're going to have to worry about the blush oxidizing and changing all types of crazy colors, and you're going to be looking all types of crazy, and you don't want that to happen. So definitely a nude color cream blush is a really good bet. And if you are more yellow undertones, definitely go. I think they have one called like Sunlit. There's like a peach or an apricot shade that would be good, better for women with more yellow undertones. Definitely check my blog and I will have something for you guys as well. Okay, the second one I have is using a cream blush that's the color of your blush. Now this one right here is called Hip High Intensity Cream Blush, and this one is in, I just looked at it, Elated. Okay, and this is a pink, kind of a rosy color, and you can use that under your blush. Now if this is not the color blush you're going to use, you can use something similar, or you can just buy the cream blush and a powder blush to match it. Another thing you can use is lipstick. I had a lipstick here that I want to show you guys. Any kind of lipstick that matches your blush, you can take a little bit on a wet sponge. All my stuff is gone, damn it. This one right here is Violet Frenzy, and if I were to use a blush this color, this would be the perfect base. Here that is right there. This is not really about the colors of these products, but these are the tricks that I use to get blush to last on my cheeks a lot longer. The next question is foundation. How do I get foundation to last longer? Now I actually probably should have did this first, because a lot of the times this will also have to do with why your blush is not lasting. The first thing you want to do is make sure your moisturizer as well as your foundation have the same bottom ingredients, meaning if you're using an oil-based foundation, use an oil-based moisturizer, because oil and oil will work better together on your skin, especially if you have dry skin and you're using all oil-based products. Then you're going to want to make sure that all your products are pretty much oil-based. Otherwise the oil and then some water-based products will get together and it'll all fill up your face. Okay, so and then making sure that you're using, if you're going to use water-based foundation, make sure that you're also using a water-based moisturizer, a water-based moisturizer. Okay, so today I have on Chanel by the Lumiere, and this is in Chestnut. It's gonna last on my face really well because I set my foundation. That is the step that I was actually getting at. Setting your foundation is very important. Usually foundation makeup application goes in the steps of cleanse, moisturize, prime, and then your foundation, and then a setting powder if you have oily skin. If you have dry skin, you can select set areas that get a little wet or you don't want to look too moist. I use Vichy's Derma Blend all over my face. This has a 16-hour hold. I would say maybe more about 10 comfortably, and then your oil starts to break through. But you take a brush, you stamp this all over your face, you let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you brush it away. Okay guys, so yes, setting your foundation is very important in setting your under eye. If you added some concealer to your under eye, it's also very important, but you want to go ahead and set that a little bit less, or at least I do. That's something that I definitely think can help your makeup to look very made up is if you have a cakey, flaky under eye. So while I set the heck out of my face, I just take a very light brush under my eye. Another quick tip to get your foundation to last a lot longer is by mixing your foundation with a water sweat resistant sunscreen. I do this very often. Actually today I have my foundation mixed with Anthelios SPF 60. Now it's very sunny outside, as you can see behind me. I'm going to be outside in a couple of minutes. I'm going to be outside for quite some time. My face gets a little sweaty, oily, and then I also want to protect my face from the sun. So using something like this to help my foundation last a lot longer is really beneficial. And then you can get a foundation that has no sunscreen and then always use your own, because it's very important to use sunscreen. I don't care if you're black as night. You need to use sunscreen. Okay, I think one of the biggest questions I get about how to make makeup stick to your face and how to make color last and show up longer is definitely for eyeshadow from darker skinned women. Now, first of all, let me start out by saying it's not always that you're darker skinned. Sometimes, a lot of the times, it is the quality of the product and how you apply it. A lot of people commented on my Sunset Eyes makeup tutorial. If you did not check it out, then go ahead and do so. Shameless plug real quick. If you did see that video, then you'll see that a lot of people complimented that my palette was not pigmented. First of all, let me say the way you apply eyeshadow really helps with the way it will pay off. If you apply it with a flat shader brush or a concealer brush, it's going to come out a lot more pigmented, especially if the brush is natural hair. I applied it with a fluffy brush. Applying your eyeshadow with a fluffy brush is going to give you that wash of color, that kind of watercolor look, because it's not for applying eyeshadow, it's for blending. And I tried to explain this to people. I did that for a reason. I don't like super pigmented eyeshadow much above my crease. I have small eyes and it just doesn't work out for me. So, but let me just go ahead and get to how you can make these shadows last longer. How you can make them last longer is definitely by using an eyeshadow primer. This is L'Oreal's Decrease. I bought this from the drugstore. It's about $6 or $7. It's a primer. You may also be familiar with Urban Decay Primer Potion, LA Splash Proof Glitter and Eyeshadow Primer. These are all primers just like with your face, just like when you're painting a house. It makes your surface more smooth and it makes the products stick to it, okay? So that's that. Another way is to use a concealer palette. If you choose to do this, choose to use a color that's close to your skin, and also choose to use a blending brush to blend it out, or a warm finger so it doesn't get too cakey or too oily. I hope I'm still in focus. My battery died and I had to change my head wrap because it was just killing me. It was killing me. I had a headache. But yeah, definitely L'Oreal Decrease or any of the eyeshadow primers, a concealer, and then also wetting your eyeshadow. Now you can spray it with Fix Plus, you can use glycerin, you can use, I was gonna say teardrops. You can use eye drops, you can use water, spray your brush, or have moist skin, and then you can apply a pigment or any type of powdered eyeshadow or any type of regular pan eyeshadow. You know, just scratch it up a bit and apply it there. Those are some of the best ways to make your makeup last longer. I mean, this applies across the board with makeup. Face, eyes, cheeks, lips. The ways to make your lips last longer is definitely to scrub your lips, moisturize your lips. You can use a lip primer, then a lip pencil, and then a lipstick, and then a powder, which will help them stay all day. Or you can just apply your lipstick and then apply a powder. You can blot and then apply a powder. There are many ways to make your makeup last across the board, and they're usually somewhere within the vicinity of each other. Liners, primers, and powders are the key to a successful, long-lasting face of makeup that is bright and noticeable and really pretty. Alright guys, so I hope this is really helpful. If you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to leave them in the bottom bar. This is my second video for the new year. I'm having a great new year so far. I hope you guys are too. What are you guys doing today? Anything great going on? Nothing much for me. Probably gonna actually head out, have something to eat on the boulevard. I actually filmed a day of me hanging out in Hollywood Boulevard. It's not my favorite place. It's always so packed and so crazy. But I'm gonna actually show that really soon. Let me know guys if you'd be interested in some blog videos of me out and about in Hollywood. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and head out. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye. Also, don't forget to check out my blog, destinygodly.blogspot.com, for some pictures and some more in-depth reviews of the items that are listed in this video and in many other videos. Okay? Bye.